Ajegunle, a Yoruba word which broken down into Ajegunle, means a place where riches dwell. In other words, a land with raw and untapped talents. The neighborhood is located in the heart of Lagos State, Nigeria in Ajeromi Felodun local government area. It is bordered on the west by Apapa Wharf and Tinkan, two of Nigeria's biggest seaports through which over 70% of imported goods come into the country. Life is not easy for many of the residents of this sprawling ghetto. They have to contend with high crime rates as well as absence of running water, grid-powered electricity or health care. For a football-obsessed nation like Nigeria, talents can be found in every corner, but there is definitely something special about Ajegunle, or AJ City as it's known by locals. Since the early 1990s, Ajegunle has been churning out football talents. Famous names such as Ojonju Digalo, Brownie Deye, Samson Siasia, Obafemi Martins and Jonathan Opobore. They all grew up from this dreadful ghetto Ajegunle in Lagos. So what's the secret to its unlikely success? Research reveals this to be the main pitch where the football stars from Ajegunle began their career. It was founded in 1979 by some youth who decided to clear the massive bush to play football and successfully carved the name for the open space as Maracana Stadium. You may wonder why it's been named a stadium without any visible stadium facilities. Wonder no more, because painted in the hearts of many who reside around this axis is a beautiful edifice of a stadium. Today diligently managed by an association of founders who turned out to be members of the coaching crew for all talents, the first football club according to a top member of the Maracana All-Stars, who also had a stint in France, Félix Ganagana, was the Marine Dynamos. Asked why the place was named Maracana, Ganagana revealed that the name was inspired by the famous Maracana Stadium in Brazil.
Introduce myself, likewise my teammates, Malawi, Coach Mike, Pastor, we were all there. It was in that same particular sport. One of our colleagues there, Tata Dixon, the senior brother was playing for Flying Eagles, playing for Phillips Football Club as at then. We stayed together in Ajegunle Street. He said, Coach, this place big. As it big so, look, we call it Maracana Stadium. That was how the name this field become Maracana Stadium.
This stadium, because don't mind whether you are not seeing some edifice structures here and there, because we just chose that time to call it Maracana Stadium. We would have used it, call it Maracana Field and what have you, but we have chosen to call where we are now Maracana Stadium. And currently, the man that gave Nigeria the bronze medal in this 2019 AFCON Cup happens to be a product of Maracana. Odio Igalo. Jude Odio Igalo happens to be our boy here.
Coach Adewale Adebayo, who is also the president of the Maracana All-Stars football team, brought to the fore the uniqueness about the Maracana Stadium. The slum also has an established system of grassroots football which encourages talented youngsters to play competitive football for local clubs at early age. This often gives them an edge over players at competing academies across the country. A visit by Galaxy News reveals that people around this area are soccer crazy. From the little to the age, both male and female have unbelievable passion for the game. Football competitions at every level from the under-8s, the 10s, the 13s, 17s, 20s and other age levels are played day in day out in the city. Elders of the community believe more stars will rise from the area who will bring glory to the nation.
Gallo is from this Maracana Stadium. It started. It's now in Nufasi, and there many like that now, which I can still mention, but their name doesn't come to my and then I know say if government still improve this stadium for us, we are going to get more striker from this stadium that we like Gallo and others, just to make Nigeria proud.
Kingston, who also grew up in Ajegunle and trains regularly on the pitch, believes the secret of the slum is in its deep love for the game of football.
I have this in me that I'm going to be a star, so I just focus on my determination. Till say my dad no dey always support, he dey always believe say na rough play we dey play, and no be rough play na football.
And the main purpose of me coming to this place, well, just for me to actualize my dream and pursue my goal as a footballer.
I love playing my football in Maracana because I was once in a team right here. Yeah, I was once playing with a team. I even play with Rasta over there, but unfortunately, health are different.
A visit by former Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode in 2018 to the popular Maracana football stadium in Ajegunle beamed a light of hope to residents on a promise to transform the facility to a world-class multi-purpose sport complex that will help teaming youth harness their natural talent in a positive way.
Towards the tail end of the administration of Governor Ambode, work stopped, and ever since then, nothing concrete has really come up from the government angle. And now we don't want to fold our arms and just feel government. So what can we do pending the time government will come, so that we'll still keep the place busy as usual?
Awaiting this promise to come to limelight with the new administration, you wouldn't say the youth in the area are bothered about such promises. Indeed, it is evident that what runs in the minds of those still keeping faith is how to make a difference walking in the path of names who have made it out of the slum. Odion Judy Gallo, formerly of Watford FC in English Premier League side, but now playing for Chinese Super League side outfit Shanghai Shenhua, is another Ajegunle native. Now he lives in some of the world's biggest city, but still remembers Ajegunle fondly.
And for most people who have never been to this area before, believe that it is a home for the poor, but it has turned out to be a starting point for most Nigerian footballers and even artists that have become household name of today.
Many success stories can be traced back to two local institutions, the St. Mary Catholic Church and the Navy Barracks Camp. They remain safe place for many young people to play the game. And at the end of it all, one could say in Zig Ziglar's words, success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. The place of adequate preparation is one of great importance. Onyinyechi Ogu, Galaxy Television, Lagos.